What is up, witches, wizards, and warlocks? Ember here with another one for you, and today I wanted to get into everything herbology and potion crafting in Hogwarts Legacy. This is something that I've been enjoying in Hogwarts Legacy for some time now. It's been one of my favorite things to come into my room of requirements and look forward to doing. And it's also quite pricey, but first, before we get too far into it, don't forget to head down below this video, obliterate that like and subscribe button, and stay tuned at the end for an original meme. And now, without any further delay, let's get into it. So before we get too far into the shops and locations where we're going to be purchasing all of our potion crafting ingredients, I just want to show off really quick where you can kind of see easily where things are going to be picked up. So we have our fluxweed here. Fluxweed seeds can be purchased from the Magic Neep. We will be visiting there. That's going to also include our Dittany, which you probably already have if you did the intro to the story already. We have our knotgrass, and then mallowsweet is something you'll use for Merlin challenges, so keep an eye out for that. And then we do have our shrivel figs. Perfect. Now we're gonna head over again to our tools here, and so these are also our potions. We can see all of them here, as well as some of our vegetation that can help us in combat. You know, we did have our Chinese chomping cabbages, venomous tentaculas, and the mandrakes, of course the mandrakes. So all of these are very useful potions. The invisibility potion, you can use that right in the middle of a battle. That takes you off the enemy's targeting and just makes it easier for you to not take so many hits. Things like the Thunder Bruise keeps enemies at bay around you. They can't really get too close, so any of those melee enemies won't really be bothering you too much. And it always helps to throw in a Maxima potion in there to increase your spell damage. So all of that is nice and helpful for us. Now let's get into where we can purchase these kinds of things. Alright, so I have us here in Hogsmeade, and there's a few places here in Hogsmeade you're going to need to get used to if you're going to want to really get the most out of your potion crafting. Number one, let's open up our map here. So the few places we're going to be talking about, we have Tomes and Scrolls, we have J. Pippin's Potions, and the Magic Neep. We do have one more area right up here. It's kind of hidden by this world map symbol here, usually when you initially bring up the Hogsmeade map, but we have Dogweed and Deathcap, and that's an important one. I spent forever trying to find that one once for a little while. Little surprising to find it up there, kind of hiding under the map, but nonetheless, let's go get started first. We're going to want to pay attention to Tomes and Scrolls. That's probably the first place we're really going to want to get into once we do have the gold to be investing in our potions here. So we'll come down over to Tomes and Scrolls with Thomas Brown. Let's talk to him in here. Now, I've already purchased kind of a lot of these general spellcrafts here, these plans for certain things. So we have the hopping pot, there's chopping stations, there are the other medium crop plots and pot stations that we have here. You can see they're all pretty expensive. They range from, you know, we have 750 galleons all the way up to, looks like 3,000 is at least the most expensive that I still have yet to buy. But this is again where we're going to be getting a lot of our potting tables and our potion stations here. Next up, let's see. Oh, open up our map here. Next up, we're going to be heading over to J. Pippin's Potions. This is another one where we are going to be getting some of the recipes for these potions. So we'll just come on up here. Again, I've purchased these already before, so they're not going to be in his inventory directly, but this is just the kind of route to run over. Make sure we are grabbing all these things. Now, Mr. Pippin here, we show up here pretty early on in the actual story of the game.
What can I do for you?
So you should be fairly familiar here with J. Pippin, but above ingredients, usually he does have where you're able to purchase each individual recipe there for potions.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Now let's head on back out one more time. We're going to next the Magic Neep. Magic Neep is classic for certain seeds that we're going to need to grab. So let's take a look at where that is, just right up here along the hill. All these things are pretty right in the same area, minus Dogweed and Deathcap, which we'll get to. But again, I've purchased the plans already up here, and we're going to go ahead and show you what a fully functional and stocked potions crafting area looks like in my room of requirement when we get back. But first, you know, I probably would refrain from purchasing this fertilizer here. It's pretty expensive at 300 galleons here. You are able to, from Thomas Brown over on Tomes and Scrolls, purchase the fertilizer mill or whatever they actually name it over there. But either way, we do have that. And then lastly, it is a little ways away, but we do have our Dogweed and Deathcap. All right. We'll head up over here. Now, as you can see, most of these things are very expensive. The seed packets, I want to say they're at least between 200 to 350 galleons. We do have all those tomes and scrolls, spellcraft plans. Those ones run you anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000. So we're going to be needing to save up, and it's kind of a lot. We're probably going to be looking at somewhere around 6,000 to 8,000 galleons. And so we'll come here to Beatrice Green. Beatrice Green still has a couple that I haven't purchased yet, the Chinese chomping cabbage and the venomous tentacula. And so we're able to purchase that from her here. Can get some more fertilizer, but again, I would probably refrain. I also would definitely refrain from grabbing any of these combat tools down here. I would just grab the seeds, plant them yourself. It's really not that hard. And a nice easy way, you can kind of see right over there the chest with the eyeball watching me. Check this out. If we, oh, not Lumos, we want to go invisible. We'll come over, can't see us. Search it, 500 galleons right there. You can kind of see that up in the corner. 500 galleons when you can find any of those there. So now I will go ahead and meet you back at my room of requirement. Alright, so now we are back in my room of requirement, and as you can see, I cleared out this whole entryway section where I used to have all of my plans and potion stations, like I'm sure a lot of you do as well. I opted to actually take it down here to one of the enlarged rooms that manifested itself when it knew that I would need it. So I do have a nice little area over here on my right. I think, you know, I just have about 5 potion stations. I'm just using the medium one with the double burners. I don't need any more than that, honestly. Being able to craft 10 potions at a time. Usually the actual crafting and brewing of the potions doesn't actually take too long. It takes somewhere around 1 to 2 minutes at most. I'm not actually even sure if it goes up to 2 minutes. I think I've seen a minute 30. I know that for a fact. But anyway, so over here on this side, I have a couple of the fertilizer stations. We can pick that up. That just gives us 1 fertilizer. Very nice. Like it says here, 4 minutes, new fertilizer. We have a mandrake plot. I have my shriveling fruits here. Let's go and grab all of these. And you can see there's just so much that I can grab from one run on the inside. So I don't personally feel like I need to use anything other than these medium stations, you know, the 3 for the small, the 2 for the mediums, and then I just have these individual large right here. So I think it works itself out really nicely. As you know, some plants that you have, they'll need the larger plots, some will need the smaller ones, and some will need medium-sized plots. So let's go ahead, we can inspect our mandrake here. Ready in 10 minutes. So usually if you make a quick run to your room of requirement in between quests, in between resource runs, if you're going for that, if you're going for gold or the other things like that, we can take care of all of it. Come back here in the meantime, make a quick little lap, run through, put any of our potions up here that we're interested in. We have our Thunder Brews, Focus Potions, Maximas, Eldris. These 4 are very strong, and if you're able to keep yourself stocked up on them, then that is, in my opinion, the best way to go. As you can see, I haven't honestly really been filling my inventories too much with these so far, but I really have had, I think, 3 runs in and out just today, and I already have all these potions built up here, and so that really helps me out in my combat section. Alright, let's go ahead and toss that meme up on the screen now. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let's head down in the comment section below. Let me know what your favorite potion to use is. Is it the invisibility? Is it the Maximus? I look forward to hearing back from you about it. And until next time, be without form, swift as lightning.